Good morning, welcome back for another vlog of myself, Darren. Today is Wednesday the 7th of January. My word, it's been a week already since New Year's Eve. That's gone quick, hasn't it? Back in the Aphrodite, and we're going to be staying out tonight. Because for today, we've got 2 deliveries down in London. And the first one is an absolute pain in the backside, it really is. You'll see it when I get there, but it's, if you're one of the regular viewers, when I go London, it's the one where you have to go into the corner, you do a bit of a blind reverse in a very small yard, you look out the window and there's a car. There's always cars parked right across the way. Absolute headache every single time we go there, but that's one of them. And the second one is a nice and easy delivery around the corner from there. So we're going to Park Royal and then Park Royal. Luckily for us this morning, since it's raining, we're underneath the canopy. So cheers, Barry, for loading this trailer for us. We've got poppies for our first delivery, which is just paper towels. And then secondly is food packaging. Which means because the light pallet, all we need to do to secure the load is use the internal straps. Getting a little bit stuck though on this reel. That's everything all nice and secure. All we need to do is attach to the trailer and then we can make our way out of here. For our trip down London today is 222 miles and we're looking around 4.5 to 5 hours drive to get there. We can actually do this in one day. I've done it before because we're just going Park Royal in and out, which is straight down the M6, down the M5, across the M42, down the M40, which comes up round here, down the A40, continuing it, and it's just nice and easy really to get to. There it is, Park Royal, that area. And welcome back. A couple of hours later, about 4 hours later, give or take, maybe 5 hours. I can't remember what time I left the yard. I think it was about 6 o'clock. It's just hit 11 o'clock. I've taken a 45-minute break just before we get into London at Beaconsfield Services. If anybody's new to driving or never driven around London before, always try and stop at one of the last services closest to the M25 as possible. For an example, if you're coming down the M40, stop over at Beaconsfield. And then that gives you a nice 4.5 hours driving time to get in and out, make all your deliveries around the inside of the M25 ring road. Because you don't have a lot of space to take breaks within London. So you got to take them before you go in, do your deliveries, and then get your break. Either just leaving London round the M25 Ring Road again before setting off back up, or drive as far back to the yard as you can before needing to take another break. "17 miles before we're at our client, and we should be there in about 30 minutes, give or take. Just depends on the traffic driving down the A40. I've got a feeling it might be fairly heavy today, traffic. And always be careful with them suicidal moped drivers. My word, they don't half getting away sometimes. You don't see them coming, just whipping it out of all the cars. You might see one or two a little bit later on, actually. At least the weather's cleared up. Looks to be a really nice day at the moment. Sun's a little bit bright. About to get sunglasses out in a minute. Matrix signs are saying 50 miles per hour. Hopefully that's for the M25 Ring Road itself, not down the A40. But across that bridge when we come to it, can't really help it if there's a little bit of traffic, out of our control. So far so good for the A40. That's what I like to see. 5 miles still to go though before we're at our client. And with any luck, they've sorted out the roadworks as well by Coronation Road. I think it's Coronation Road. They've got a lot of roadworks around this area on the way towards our second client. I'll start to see a little bit of this city in the distance. If you carry on down straight down the A40, it would lead you straight into the capital centre as well. I've made that mistake before in the past. I didn't go right to the end, but I went further enough. There's roadworks on one of the junctions that I needed, and they closed the junction, so we had to go further down to one of the other junctions, and ended up driving through Notting Hill. Following diversions. I was the only truck for about 2 hours driving around the capital. I'm surprised we didn't get any fines for it. There are some tight roads as well when you're driving around that area. Right through Notting Hill. Should have seen some of the looks I was getting off people. Nice and free flowing though. I'm liking this. Don't know why you're only doing about 36 miles per hour, bud. I've stayed in the left-hand lane, coming off in about a mile and a half. Going a little bit too slow, them ones. Actually, I think it might be the middle lane that I need to stay in. If I remember correctly, lane 1 filters off shortly. And also gives extra space for all these trucks and buses to get on. It's all about keeping that flow of traffic. Ah, there we go. Thought it was. So lane 1 filters off towards the Northern Circular, the A406. And we need to go straight down. Fairly surprised not seeing any mopeds yet. Oh, the Vanguard building's changed as well. It's got a big green van on the top. It's normally either a plane or a helicopter. Can't remember which one it was on that. Got quite a few Vanguard buildings around. One has a plane, one has a helicopter, and that one's got a green van instead. Welcome to London, guys. Welcome into London. May have been an accident on the Northern Circular. It's causing all this delay. You gotta drive like an owl down here. Constantly swiveling your neck left and right, checking all the mirrors. Ah, there we go. Thought it was. Got an accident on the slip road. Now the sat-nav normally wants to try and take me to the junction or two down before coming off the A40, but I like to come off at this area. I find it a little bit easier to come from this direction instead. Don't get me wrong though, this road is always a pain in the backside. You get cars dumped all over the place, as you can see. Can have a little bit of a sneak peek actually, see if the roadworks are still on. Might be able to see to the left hand side. So our first client is straight down here, second next light's do a right. And then our second client will go come back on ourselves, and then these lights will go be turning, it'll be a left down there. Got diverted traffic signs up. The roadworks might actually be ongoing. Yep, still ongoing. Looks a mess down there. Go on, mate. Keep going, keep going. Now I need to be careful around here. Make sure there's no yellow boxes in between the lights, because I can't see any of the road markings because the sun is that bright coming up from the floor. I think we're okay though, got past it all. And we're just here now on the right hand side. Not a lot of space. Not a lot of space whatsoever. There's a lot more cars down here than what normally is. As you can see. This white van is completely in the way. Got to wait for him to move out the way a little bit. Well, else the trailer's just got to take the front end off. Oh, have you ever said it? I hate London. Now we've got the red van in the way. I think this driver's just finishing up. Perfect. and get rid of these two vehicles where we can. I think it's just hit that car as well. Drop will be cheeky. Take a little bit of this yard. Go on, mate. Yeah, I think he has actually hit that car. Personally, I wouldn't park my car there. As I always say, enjoy the London. Take your time, go nice and slow. Anything. It's right there. Oh, I've just had a van driver park right here. Just stuck his head out the window. I was like, oh, I'm in the way. So I need that little bit of extra space so we can get around. So, mate. Just got to edge my way out a little bit. That guy's having a sleep. We've got about 500 yards now to our next client. It's going to be a side tip as well. Been here quite a few times, normally pretty good. I'm taking up 2 lanes and I've still got a car, believe it or not, half in a white checkered line and half at the side midway through where the trailer is. And I'm thinking to myself, hopefully it doesn't get a backswing when I do a left turn right now. Didn't feel like it hit it, so that's got to be a good sign. We've got a collection, So unfortunately, we're not going home tonight. We're going to be on a night out. We did plan for a night out, to be fair. And I wasn't too sure whether the collection was actually 100% or not. But it turns out it's just popped through on the PDA for me. We're going over towards Grays. RM20. Not really too sure whereabouts that is. When I speak to Rob on the phone, he was saying it's near Dartford, around that area. And then we're taking that up into Sutton, Ashfield, NG17, so Nottingham area. Might be able to get to the delivery point really nice and easy, because I believe the collection was originally planned for tomorrow morning, but because we're doing so well today, might be able to collect it this afternoon instead. I've never seen one of them little every vans before, just blip past on the left hand side. And there we are, it's on the right hand side. Oh, I can't get in though, it's a one-way system as well. Not much I can do there. Ah, he's giving space for me. Time out. This is our guys just there on the left. That's all deliveries completed within the M25 ring road. Now the collection, I've just checked on maps, and it's over by Thurrock. So we're looking about an hour to get there, give or take. I thought so. 1 hour and about 10 minutes. Depends on traffic, might be a little bit longer, about an hour and a half realistically. And 35 miles to get there, and we're going to be taking the Northern Circular route. So it's just right around here, jumping on, I think it might be the A13, give or take. Jumping on that one, that'll take us straight down towards our client. Ah, there we go. It's all done. It's been a while since I've drove on the Northern Circular, especially going from one side of London to the other. If memory serves me right, it's not actually too bad, and off in the distance you might just be able to see it above the DPD truck, but you got Wembley Stadium right there. At least all the roadworks are finished around this area. It was an absolute pain in the backside last time we came here as well. I had to do a left turn only, it was all blocked off. There was no space to do anything. Is he going? Is he letting me? the thing when you drive in London as well. You've got to push yourself out that little bit. If I just sat there on the junction, I'll be there all day, especially down this road. So you got to edge your way out a little bit at a time. When it's clear and safe, obviously. Ah, there we go, yes, Wembley, right in front of us. Might just be able to catch the arch on camera. Let's get the middle axle up. A little bit of wheel spin there. Learned the hard way in the past as well at this junction, because it looks like on the floor, because they've both got arrows pointing forward, so my theory was the middle lane and this lane both turn right. Well, the next set of lights, it's only this lane which turns right and the other one carries on, and I got stuck once. Nobody would let me in either. Oh, white car's gone and done it, and I think this car's going to do the same as well. I think they tried it. Looked like they were slowing right down. Here we go, 406, the Northern Circular. It's 50 miles per hour on this road as well. And down to 40 we go. That's the first bit of traffic for today. If the traffic stays the way it is, I thought that white car was going to merge into this Mercedes then. As I was saying, if the traffic stays the way it is, we don't even know time. This is the other Vanguard one with the plane on the left hand side. move over to the left. I'm just a little bit wary with this car in the middle. Oh, let's go back. I think they might be on the phone. Got distracted anyway. They're doing about 30 miles per hour, swaying a little bit. Okay, we're staying on the 406. Yeah, so we're in the right lane. We've got a yellow box junction here right now with really bad timing lights. So we need to make sure we don't get stuck. Even if it's only half a foot, if that, hanging over the box, we'll still get fine. Not perfect, we're okay there. I was just a little bit concerned because the last 2 times the lights have changed, people were nearly getting stuck inside the box. Now I need to stick to the right because it starts to merge off shortly the way we need to go. Just don't fancy getting stuck in the left-hand lane, you can't move back across. And it looks like we're starting to make these roads a little bit more narrow as well. See if we can move over to the left while there's space. So I think I might be alright. I think it might be both lanes that merge over to the right. Once we keep following for the 406, we should be okay. Well, I'm not really familiar with the roads around here. I think we're near Enfield currently. I've already drove down here 1 or 2 times and that was coming from the opposite direction. "23 miles still to go. I've got about 15 miles on Northern Circular, give or take. So I'm still following it around. It's not a bad little route, to be fair, to get from one side to the other side of London. Certainly saves going up the M1 onto the M25 and following it all the way around. I can imagine it being a right nightmare at 5 o'clock though. Yeah, the A13 we're following towards. driving past Tottenham. It's just on the left hand side. That's a nice little view up here. See quite a lot off in the distance. A lot of silhouettes. The capital city. Travelling down the E13 towards Thurrock. I'm just going to be carrying on past the M25 we're just driving over the top of now. But it does look fairly busy currently. I've not got a clue what I'm actually collecting from this client. I've got straps with me. So in theory we should be okay for whatever it is they got. We need to come off now for the 126. Only 2 more miles to go. It's been a while since I've been down this part of the country. Right by the Lakeside Shopping Centre. So that's it there on the right hand side. I've never actually visited the shopping centre before, but I've drove past it plenty of times. It's quite a good size. Quite similar to the Trafford Centre looking at it. I apologise if the screen gets a little bit dirty at the moment. I don't know if it's on the outside or on the inside. Right, Europa Park we're looking for. 700 yards, EC Logistics. I think this is meant to be it. Yeah, there we go. Magnet Industrial Estate. EC, yep, that's where we're going, I think. Reception and deliveries. Arrived on site now for 1:20. So I've spoke to the guy and it turns out we're collecting about 70 rugs, give or take. So it's going to be quite a lot and they're going to be stacked up a little bit. So we need to make sure they're nice and secure before going onto the trailer. And to help secure them, I've put the internal straps down already. So when I come to do the ratchet straps a little bit later on, when I open the side curtain, the last thing I want is the rolls of carpet just to roll off. So with the internal straps done already, that will give me a little bit extra security. When I undo the straps and do the curtain back, I can then get the ratchet straps over with no problems. And since I'm going to be a long time waiting to get loaded up, I'm just going to stick it on a 45-minute break and then stick it on POA for the rest of it. If it's going to be longer than 45. He said it's going to be about an hour. Well, that's good timing, 47 minutes. So let's change that to other work whilst we strap it up. Yep, definitely the right decision. Let's put the internal straps down first, just saves anything rolling off. Now what I need to do is get some ratchet straps over, probably 2 on that side, probably another 1 or 2 on here. Them ones should be okay, so they're not going anywhere. And there we have it. I've strapped down the back end ones, even though I don't really need the straps on there because they are really light, but it's more of a theft deterrent for overnight parking. Just in case anybody starts going around. I'm going to make sure parts are nice and safe as well for tonight. Aiming for Toddington services. And that should do me. Definitely arrived here just in a nick of time though. As soon as I pulled up on Bay, the yard started getting really busy. Non-stop of drivers coming in and out with little 7.5 ton trucks. So we're doing a little bit of a pain in the backside to try and get on that Bay at this time of the day. Right then, Toddington services we go. If we went directly to the client from where we are now, it's 162 miles. And about 6:30 arrival time. I'm fairly tempted to do it, to be honest. I mean, I've got 4.5 hours driving time in total left. Well, 4 hours and 26 minutes. That's with a 1 hour extended driving time because we just took a 45-minute break whilst waiting to get loaded up. And this originally was meant to be collected tomorrow morning, so we're way ahead of ourselves. I just can't see the client still being in operation or at 6:30 at night. I think they'll be closed up. So I might as well take advantage of the good start for today and have a good early finish. It's currently 5 to 3. I think I'll be pulled up for the night around 4:30, give or take, over at Toddington Services. I'll get out the way of the M25, get all that past us. So then tomorrow it's just going straight up the M1 to the client. With any luck, the M25 ring road is going to be nice and quiet. Right, I'm in two minds. Actually. I'll do a pull up at Forex Services, get a really good parking space, and finish for 3 o'clock. Yeah, that would be quite good, wouldn't it? Finishing at 3 o'clock. Oh, it's very tempting. No, let's go to Toddington. I prefer Toddington Services. It just gets us clear of London area then, doesn't it? Back on the A13 for about a quarter of a mile, and then we're going to be joining onto the M25 northbound. That's a nice little Subaru. Don't see many of them around these days. Probably around like 97, 98 reg maybe. Really good condition as well. It's got to be one of them cars. When I was a kid growing up, always wanted a Subaru. The WRX Rally Edition ones. Absolutely love them cars. Talk about old cars. There's a left-hand drive. I'm going to say a Cadillac maybe? Could be completely wrong. Look how long it is. That is definitely something you don't see very often. A old classic American car. Not got a clue what type of car that is though. I'm not clued up with cars, being completely honest. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's the M11, sorry. I thought it was the M1 there for me. It got here a little bit quick. So far so good on the M25 this afternoon. 20 past 3 currently. Wow, how fast is that truck going? Absolutely flying down there. But so far on the M25 it's been really nice and clear. Just looking in the mirror then. Don't know if we had to move over, let that car in, but it's okay, enough space. Time out. Had the van driver slow down a little bit for me in case they needed it. Appreciate that. A little bit later on, it is now 10 to 4 on the M1 northbound, and I've got to say today it's most likely been the perfect day in regards of driving down and around London. I can't remember the last time I had such a clear run, no traffic whatsoever all day. It's been such a nice little drive. Even on the M25 at 3:30 it's absolutely clear. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. A little bit like our traffic. That way it looks really heavy in front. But after all, we are in the M1 at 10 to 4. It's bound to be a little bit busier. Let's hope tomorrow's going to be the same for us as we drive all the way up the M1 to Nottingham. Approximately 10 miles to go before we're at Toddington services. And with any luck, might be able to get a nice little parking bay. Moment of truth now, ladies and gentlemen. Toddington services at 4 o'clock. It looks fairly busy. Road ahead closed. Uh-oh. Ah, good, we're not actually going through the car park itself. I was thinking, oh no, please don't be diverting right through this car park. Okay, I can see quite a lot of space over there near the truck wash bit. Yeah, we've got plenty of space around here, which is good. I'm going reversing into one of the bays to the right hand side, so I'm just keeping over to the right so I can get a good swing with the trailer. I've only been here about 15 minutes. Look how dark it's got already. I think we came just at the right time though. It's starting to get a little bit more busier down there. I've got the laptop to hand so I can do some editing whilst relaxing, having a nice meal. I say a nice meal, it's most likely going to be a KFC or Burger King. My battery pack at the moment has not got enough charge. It's only got about 40%, so I don't really want to overdo it for charging the laptop, etc. So maybe tomorrow I might cook something. Let's see how we get on for the evening anyhow. At least we've got a nice parking space for the evening. I know that is going to be safe where it is. Nothing's going to be tampered with overnight. And something tells me the DVSA have been out in Toddington today because there's 2 trucks that are over there, a little scaffolding one and a vehicle recovery one. Got the orange band around the wheels. So somebody's been naughty. And let's go pay for parking. One thing I'm not paying for is £5 for a pack of Skittles. Are you mad? Parking paid for, food voucher in hand, so we've got £10 to spend. There's not really a lot available on the sandwich side of things. Roast chicken and sweet corn maybe. By the looks of it, something's happened on the M1 southbound. Hopefully nobody's injured. But it might be a long night for these lot. So that's one of the vans that I seen earlier. And that's with the cable I was talking about. It's definitely been busy. There's another one. And I think that was towing one of these. And you got another one there as well. I'm definitely not surprised. A transit van pulling one of them things, asking for trouble. Back at the truck, and it's absolutely freezing right now. As it's currently 2 degrees at 7 o'clock. Not much on the TV tonight other than Deadliest Catch again. And that is pretty much me for the rest of the night. Watching a bit of Deadliest Catch, putting my feet up, relaxing, have a nice early night. Tomorrow, I'm planning to be on the road for 6 o'clock. So I'm going to wake up about 5 o'clock, start work at 5:30, do my vehicle checks, everything I need to do, hit the road for 6. And then it's about 2 hours drive to our client over in Northampton. So hopefully the roads are going to be nice and quiet in the morning. And other than that, yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow. I've got to say, this looks so much fun. There's 2 fishing vessels next to each other, firing fireworks at each other. How cool would that be? Good morning. It's now 5:25. And it seems like a lot of people have gone, or it's just not that busy last night by the looks of it. 2 vans are still there from last night, what have been locked up, I suppose you could call it. And for myself, time to go get a shower, do my teeth, have a wash. I feel a little bit more alive and awake. Can't go wrong with a Greg's breakfast and a salted caramel latte for the road. It's currently just coming up to 6 o'clock. We've got to do some vehicle checks before hitting the road. And today it's meant to be bad storms of snow, ice, wind, rain, and everything's meant to be really bad over the next few days. So let's see how we get on for today's little journey. Alright, let's get the vehicle checks done. Make sure the electrics are working the way they should be. Yep, everything's good on the rear. Perfect. And there's no damage to the sides. Wheels are all in good condition still, no punctures picked up. So it's worth double checking all your tyres, even though I'm not connected from the trailer. You never know, you might pick up a nail whilst driving down the road. The ETA for our first destination is 20 to 9. I'm aiming to be there for about 9 o'clock. After all, I don't think it's booked into about 4 o'clock today. When I checked the PDA yesterday, it did say 4 o'clock. So, yeah, we're going to be a little bit early. I didn't want to turn up at 6 o'clock just in case they don't open until 8. And there's no rush for today. We're doing pretty good for timing wise because of yesterday. Well ahead of myself. After all, this was meant to be collected this morning from the client. And already we're about 2 hours down the road from where the client is. Looks like they've just finished putting out a vehicle fire on the opposite side of the road. You see all the smoke coming from the car, and you got the massive lights from the fire trucks. Hope everybody's alright. This is where the wacky races starts now. I've moved over to the 3rd lane because you got everybody in lane 1 trying to come off for Leicester just after the services. And everybody in lane 2 are going to be trying to jump over last minute to get into lane 1, causing a lot of dangerous delays, I suppose you could call it, because the slam on the brakes. And if someone is not paying attention to lane 2, could go right into the back of them. Unfortunately. But that's what happens. So stick to lane 3, keep out of the way. There you go, white Audi trying to get into lane 1. You got to see so many, I'm going to say at least 10 cars from now to then. At least. Lots of congestion. You got the truckers trying to come out the services to get across to like lane 3 where I am now, and they try and get through all the traffic, which is trying to come off the motorway. So you got the guy here now in lane 4, instead of speeding up to get past the one in lane 3, he's slowing right down, which is causing more delays. So he's going to cut across down to lane 2. Yeah. Lane 2's going on to lane 1. Now he's in lane 2. He's going to try and jump over to lane 1. 3, 2, 1. Indicate. Yep. I couldn't even time that any more perfect if I tried. It's that person that's seen all the traffic queuing up in lane 1 and 2 and thought, do you know what, I'll go into lane 4 and just slow right down so I can move over last minute. But you see it that often, you can pretty much predict what some of the drivers are going to be doing. I'm just waiting for it to come a little bit more clear, and then I'll move over to lane 2. Well, technically lane 1 now, isn't it? Because these 3 are going straight ahead. Right at the last minute there with that van driver. Let's take over this car first. Overall this morning, this side of the motorway has been fairly good for traffic. Can't say too much about southbound with the traffic fire we've seen earlier. Traffic backed up a good 5 or 6 miles. I'm not kidding, it was backed right up. And you can see it all at the moment at standstill.
Elsewhere, there's still an overturned vehicle that's blocked the M1 going north from junction 23. The Lockwood turn off junction 23A, the Derby turn off. And the A38 is closed heading north at Watchcorn Island in Alfreton because of AM.
Well, you heard that there, guys. There's a vehicle on its roof somehow on the M1 northbound near Derby, and that's what's causing all this traffic delays right now. They've closed the motorway. Darn it. And they've closed it right by Shep Shed. I don't know if that's I think that might be the next junction up. So that is going to be a little bit of a predicament for us then, because we won't be able to get back onto the motorway. I don't really know which way to go, to be honest with you. Because I've gone past Colville already. We've got Loughborough, might be able to travel through there and up the A6. I've got some movement. If not, I might have to come off this next junction. Well, I can only come off the next junction, shall I say. And then I think I might be able to connect to, I think it's the A42. If I'm right thinking, that'll bring me up towards where the services are at Donington Park. Not ideal. Is what it is though. We don't have a busy day, luckily. Been a while now, and we're still stuck. Where are you off? Yeah, guys, by the way, you're not allowed in third lane regardless of traffic, if it's heavy or not. Don't be like that driver. I've had it on POA for about 25 minutes, and then I moved probably about 25 feet, been stood still for another 10 minutes. I'm not too sure if to try and just filter a couple cars through at a time off the motorway. would make sense. 20 minutes later, and we're still at a standstill, unfortunately. And we've only 33 miles left to go. A little bit of movement. And coming to a standstill again. It's the only thing I can think of why the traffic is moving the way it is. They might be moving, say, 5 cars from lane 1, then lane 2, lane 3. It's been over 40 minutes and we've still got 33 miles left to go. And we're still sat in all the traffic. It's getting on around an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours that I've been sat in this traffic. And as you can see right up there, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, unfortunately. Hey, got a little bit of movement, finally. It's now, believe it or not, 10 past 10. So I've been in the traffic for nearly 3 hours. Oh, and it feels like 3 hours as well. I mean, it could be worse. You could be sat on the... could be sat in all this traffic in a taxi. So that's what's awkward, isn't it? Where's that guy going on the hard shoulder? Skipping past everybody. Yeah, it's imagine sat in a taxi for 3 hours. That'll be awkward. Coming back to a standstill again. Still no movement. And still got 32 miles to go before our client. At this rate, I don't think we'll be making it. So yeah, 3 hours. There's another couple of cars driving straight down. That white box van was in lane 3, then I've watched him go from lane 3 to 2 to 1 to the hard shoulder. Oh, I can't stand as a driving. In this day and age, it's ridiculous. And it's kind of like the sheep mentality as well, isn't it? Because as soon as you see one person doing it, everybody starts doing it. There's another car as well coming down hard shoulder. I really do hope there's a police right down at the end just sat there watching them all going, right, come on guys, come to one side. You don't use the hard shoulder as a normal lane because you want to try and skip a little bit of traffic. We're all in the same boat, so imagine everybody done that. We'll get nowhere. At least it's starting to move a little bit. I'm hoping they've opened one lane of the motorway at least, so I don't have to divert all the way around. And now the problem we've got some vehicles coming down with the beacons on. Now if this was a recovery vehicle, for an example, to try and clear, like the National Highway Officer, trying to clear the debris that might be on the road, then you got all these cars built up on the hard shoulder, they can't get past them, can they, to clear the incident? I think that might be the road's clear ahead now. It was at standstill for another 20 minutes or so before it's starting to re-open. God, buddy, put your foot down. You're doing 30 miles per hour. I do hope everybody was okay anyway, wasn't it? I know it's a serious accident, the car's been flipped over onto the roof, but hopefully it's not too severe injuries for everybody. I need to move over as well, but I've got a car hovering midway in my trailer, doing about 54 miles per hour. Come on, let me over. Let me move over. Slow down, I'll speed up. There you go, they've seen, no, they're still hovering right at the back. Come on, see the indicator, let me over. There we go. I've taken a 45-minute break on the way up. I just popped into Donington Services, grabbed myself a quick pasty and coffee for the road. We've got some low loaders across the way. Oh, heavy loaders, what would you call them? Heavy loaders, low loaders? Either way, abnormal loads. It's trains. Yeah, I think that'd be quite a cool job, transporting some trains up and down the country. Southwestern Railway. I think they might be waiting for their escort. Unsure how long they might be waiting there for. Now we've got 24 miles to go before our client ETA is going to be 20 past 12. So I thought I might as well take a break now, offload straight back up towards Warrington area. With any luck, rest of the traffic all day, it's going to be nice and easy. I really did jinx myself though, didn't I? Saying how good yesterday was for the traffic. Oh, fate put a stop to that. Now I'm going to be staying on the M1 for at least 20 miles, and then the client is only 3 miles off the M1 itself. It should be quite a nice, easy little trip for us. Got another load loader, carrying a big excavator. And you got some lodges over there as well on the other side, caravans. Parting on junction 28. It's actually signposted for Matlock as well at this junction. If you've never been to Matlock before, it's a beautiful place, definitely worth a visit. It's a real nice one to go with the family. If you like walking as well, plenty of walks around there. I'm going to say it's going to be to the left, isn't it, Matlock? Yep, down the A38. West and east, we need to go this way. So we're going to be down the A38 eastbound. Been given access to the yard, been told to go on to Bay 8, and then he goes to me, don't mind if you wait around for a little bit, do you? We just got a nip on break. That's fine, mate, don't worry about it. Kind of gotten used to waiting around today, haven't we? That is Bay 8. Take it nice and steady. Try not to overstay. Too far over there. I do prefer it when you get the bays, we'll have a nice big white line going down towards it. Easier to line the trailer up then as well, I know it's straight. There we go, job's a good one. Whilst they're on break, might as well start getting these little straps wound up, get them cleared up out of the way. So as soon as they're finished, they can start straight away then. Not too sure what we're doing after this though. So I'll go phone the office in a minute, just to give them the heads up, see where we're up to. Well, that's 77 rugs offloaded and safely delivered to our client. And to travel back to the yard is 97 miles away, and we're due to get there for about 5 o'clock with traffic. I'm adding an extra 15 minutes on there for a little bit of leeway. And yeah, it's about 2.5 hours to get there. Did not think it'd be that long, but that's what it is. Following the A38 over towards the M1. Then we go head southbound on the M1 until we come to the A50. Jump on the A50, cut across towards Stoke. We're going to be jumping on the M6 at junction 15, following that northbound all the way up. With any luck, traffic's not going to be too bad. Now, it's a little bit hit and miss, especially at the time of the day when we're going to be arriving over at Limb Services. I think that's going to be backed up a fair amount. One can only hope. Oh, don't know if that's an accident or a vehicle breakdown. I think it's a breakdown now. Oh, absolutely shattered. I really am. I was saying actually, I don't actually need to jump on the M1, do I? I can follow the A38 all the way down to the A50. That'll save a little bit of time. Just thinking to myself, they're looking at that sign. Because if you stay on the A38, that'll take us straight down towards Burton-on-Trent. It's a little bit chaotic around this roundabout. It's always busy on that roundabout, to be fair. It's just hit 3 o'clock. And 77 miles still to go, going past Derby on the A38 currently. Travelling at 40 miles per hour. And we're just following this all the way down to the A50. Overall though, it's not been too bad so far, the traffic. Touch wood. It's been a while since I was up down Derby. On the weather forecast, it's meant to be bad storms for tonight, lots of snow, etc. So hopefully the roads aren't going to be too bad tomorrow, but you can see the fog already is getting pretty thick. Time is coming up to 3:30 with 54 miles left to go now. Can't really see the top of the trees, it's that thick. And it's getting even thicker, so the fog lights are coming on. You're still getting a lot of drivers like the one on the other side of the road just then, where they're driving around in this thick fog with no lights on, and then they wonder why an accident happens. Keep that screen nice and clear for you. Seems like the fog is getting even worse closer we get to Stoke. Give him a little flash to get in. swear if there's any fog or mist, it's always Stoke that suffers pretty bad. That's one thing I have noticed in the past. It's gonna be a cold one tonight. I need to try to move over for these guys. Nope. Car sped up. My word, it's really thick. You can always just see like a silhouette of the building above this tunnel. To the right hand side. Yeah, big Reg X over lane 1. It's going to say 40 miles per hour on the Matrix though, so hopefully it stays at about 40 miles per hour and not come to a standstill, which it kind of is, looking like it is coming to a standstill. Oh well. It's just one of them days, isn't it? It's making up because the traffic was so good yesterday. On the way down to London, all the way around London, over to Grey, all the way back across the M25, up the M1, perfect. Couldn't have gone any smoother. And then today it's just like big middle finger, setting some traffic. As long as nobody's hurt, that's the main thing anyhow. I think it might just be, stranded vehicle, just about to say that. Because that part of the motorway where you don't have that many emergency laybys around here, I think they're every half a mile though, to be fair. But still, if you break down in between that half a mile, there's not a lot you can do. And just like that, we're back at the yard. It's just gone 5 o'clock. Wasn't really much point recording too much on the way up because there's just a lot of traffic, stop start, and you've seen a lot of traffic for today really, haven't you? So I don't think you wanted a little bit more sat in the traffic. I am going to call it a day on the video, so thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you again next time. As always, keep on trucking, stay safe. Bye for now.